Welcome back everyone to Minecraft Feed the Beast Airwolf 20 pack. Today I'm going to be setting up the Ender Quarry that I made last episode. So the Ender Quarry is kind of an expensive piece of hardware. It's not too bad. Let's go down here and sleep away the rain in a minute. It's fairly expensive, requires a pretty good number of diamonds. This magical wood's a bit of a pain to craft. Even though it says enchanted books here, you can use any enchanted item, and the quality of the enchantments will determine how many magical wood you get. So using 3 level 30 or 4 level 30 enchanted bows in a test world, I was able to get 10 from this recipe. But obviously I don't have 3 or 4 level 30 enchanted bows laying around, so I had to use some other old enchanted materials, but that was all part of the last episode. So today we're going to go set this up. And I don't want to set it up too close to spawn here, so we're going to go walk off a little ways. Let's see, what would be a good place to go? Kind of hard to say. How about that snow biome to the north? So the Ender Quarry requires you to lay out its boundary with fences, so it requires a pretty good amount of wood to get it set up, but I think the Ender Quarry is worth it. It's supposed to be relatively lag-free. It's not actually breaking blocks, it's replacing them with dirt and grass. And it only keeps one chunk loaded at a time, so it's supposed to be very good for servers, which is why I chose it. So I believe I've got all the materials on me. If not, I brought my portal gun for a reason. Okay, so I wanted to set it up somewhere around here. Is that just an ordinary sombrero, or is that something different? Straw hat, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay out the fences. I'm gonna do 64 by 64 roughly. Well, I'm actually gonna do 64 in the fences, so the actual area it's mining will be 62 by 62, but we'll be back when I'm done laying it out. Alright, I believe our fence is complete. So you need to remember to be pretty careful laying out this fence, because it could be kind of a pain to figure out where you missed a block if you did miss one. So now that you've got a rectangle or square laid out with fences, you want to break one of the corners and put the ender core down and right click on it. Okay, so it looks like we got our boundary correct. We didn't miss any blocks or anything. And I probably should have built this a little bit higher up, just so that it would... I wouldn't have had to dig through so much terrain, but that's okay. So I think all I need to do is put this tesseract down now, and I'm going to go ahead and make a portal just right there. And this should be all that we need to do. Okay, looks like it is indeed mining. Let's see if we can catch any items going into the system. If we can get out of the ground. Seriously? Guess I gotta morph into a bat. There's not really any way to get out of the glitchy portals unless you fly. One solution to that is to have them... Oh, that was the wrong one. One block higher. Okay, well, we are indeed getting items in. We can see them flowing in the pipes. And unfortunately, we're getting some snowballs as well, but that's okay. This thing's actually moving really fast. But how much of my power is it draining? It's not too bad. I've had plenty of time to build up a big buffer. Alright, so I'm gonna go fly back over there so I can make my portal again. This time one block above the ground. Okay, I flew back and it did not take too long. And this thing's not even 1% complete yet. Wow. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Wonder where it starts. Probably in one of the corners, but I'm not sure which one. Alright. And in later versions, I think the Ender Quarry actually uses its own equivalent of landmarks instead of just fences. But in this version of Extra Utilities, you have to use fences. Is that a redwood? Yeah, it's another redwood. There are a lot of redwoods in this world. Oh, I haven't been over here before. This could be unexplored terrain. Chunks are loading kind of slowly. Okay, well I don't want to generate any new chunks if I don't need to. So I think that's about all I can say about the Ender Quarry. Just a big rectangle with a fence to lay at the boundary. The Ender Core goes in the corner. It needs power, such as redstone flux, and it needs a place to send its items, both of which are fulfilled by the tesseract. The items are then being sent straight into my logistics pipe system, where they are being sorted out. Cobblestone goes into the deep storage unit. Any ores stuff will first go into the ME system and then get sent to the pulverizer. You can see it's pulverizing some stuff right now. Pulverized metal gets sent back to the ME system, which is a bit silly, and then goes to the powered furnace. Either way, it all gets done, even if I could optimize the system a little bit, like I could run a pipe down below here instead of having it go all the way around there through the wall. I could probably do that without too much trouble. But for now, the system is good enough. It fulfills its function. Is that the right way to say that? I don't know. We're going to have tons and tons of cobblestone. I don't know what I'm going to do with it all. And we should have plenty of diamonds and stuff too. In fact, I'm pretty sure we've already gotten a couple diamonds. The ender quarry does dig from top to bottom instead of in rows, so you will be getting diamonds very quickly after setting up your ender quarry, as well as things that spawn higher up like copper. They'll just be coming in constantly. See, there's some iron. I think I just saw some silver, so you can see what I mean. Even though it wasn't even 1% done, we're already getting stuff from all levels. So, something I just realized is I am eventually going to run out of power up here. And that in turn will cause my storage system to run out of power, which would not be good when there's items spewing into it. I don't know what exactly that would do. I imagine it wouldn't be good. So, I've got this energy cell up here upgraded to resonant, and I was going to put a magmatic dynamo on top of this. But I think I also should make some more up here to handle the higher power demands. So let's go ahead and make a few more magmatic dynamos. I just made a big batch of Invar. So let's make 5 of these. So we're going to need 10 of the gears, which I'm going to need some iron for. Okay, and we're gonna need some silver for those guys. And are we good to go? Alright. Getting more redstone in here. Redstone's not really supposed to be in there. So I'm going to set 4 more up above, and then I'll have 1 right there as a backup power supply. Actually, what does the lava generator cost? I don't know how that differs from the magmatic dynamo. So let's get some more fluid ducts. We might need some. And I'm just gonna rip all this up and start over. We'll lose a little lava, but that's okay. So how do I want to do this? What if we did something like this? There we go. Ha! That was easy. And highly compact and efficient in terms of energy conduits, and we could even, like, you could even move this energy cell back 1 more and save on the energy conduits there. And let's fix this 1 block here. Oh, that was a cover. Okay, so we need a cover instead. Okay, so we should be generating a lot more power now. We're still using it a lot faster than we can produce it. So, let's also put a magmatic dynamo down here. Oh, that ender tank is nearly empty. Please tell me it's going to fill back up. Oh, I think it is. Alright, and let's drain it once again. Okay, so this will be our little backup power supply for this guy, which I wish I could access to see what he's got in him. This is not a very pretty setup. Okay, and I limited the input here. Let's actually limit that a little bit more. And I've totally forgotten how much I've recorded so far. I've already edited what I've recorded up to this point, and I don't think it was very long, but all my episodes recently have been around 15 to 20 minutes, which I think is pretty good. I haven't gotten any complaints. I personally like watching longer videos, but I know there are a lot of people who only have like 15 or 20 minutes to spare, so it's probably best to keep these short. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these spare materials put away. Alright, well I think that's a good place to call the end of this episode. We've got our Ender Quarry running. I think we've got our power situation under control. Even if the Ender Quarry drains all the power that's being sent to the Tesseract, we've got another energy cell here that is providing power to pretty much everything on this floor except the assembly table. Just to recap, the power starts here on, I guess you'd call it basement 1. It's like right below my house. Then the power is flowing down through the floor here, down to basement 2, and it comes down and drops down here where you can see it. And then it goes into the Tesseract, which is going to the Ender Quarry. Then it goes into the secondary energy cell, which acts like a one-way gate for the power as well as a buffer. And that provides power to the storage system and all the machineries over here. And I believe the same power line also comes down here. So everything on basement 2 is controlled by the secondary energy cell except for the assembly table. So we should be okay, especially since we're generating some power up here. I don't think this system as a whole uses that much power, but I don't think there's any way to make this say RF. No. Alright, well that's a good place to end the episode. I've talked enough. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe or leave a like or a comment if you want to. And check out the other guys' channels. Their links are in the description, as well as anything else you need to know about any series that you're watching from me. And I will see you next time.